A legacy shattered, Monica's sister claims her place as Michael faces loss of inheritance and custody on General Hospital. Every family in Port Charles has secrets, but the Quartermaines hold the crown when it comes to scandal, betrayal, and devastating revelations. For decades, Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charlson, has been the iron-willed matriarch who fought for her place inside a mansion filled with ghosts, broken marriages, affairs, and children both claimed and lost. But now, General Hospital is about to rip open Monica's past with a twist that even Edward and Lila would not have seen coming. A woman has stepped forward claiming to be Monica's long-lost sister, a woman determined to reclaim the fortune, power, and legacy that Monica has fiercely guarded. Her arrival not only throws the Quartermaine family into chaos but also shatters the foundation of Michael Corinthus's Chad Dual world. Michael, who thought he had secured his inheritance and custody rights, may soon find himself without the power, protection, or family name he's always relied on. This shocking storyline promises betrayal, legal warfare, and emotional heartbreak as Monica's legacy is challenged, Michael's future crumbles, and Port Charles prepares for the fallout of a new Quartermaine scandal that could destroy everything. The story begins in true GH fashion, with a funeral. Monica's health scare earlier this year foreshadowed tragedy, and while Monica herself remains alive, her absence at a family gathering leaves room for the bombshell entrance. At the Quartermaine mansion, Tracy, Jane Elliott, Ned, Wally Quirth, Brooke Lynn, Amanda Setton, and Michael gather to discuss the future of ELQ. Just as Michael boasts about his growing influence, a woman walks through the door with documents in hand. Her name? Eleanor Hastings. Eleanor claims to be Monica's younger sister, hidden away due to their mother's affair decades ago. While Monica lived under privilege and discipline, Eleanor was abandoned and raised in obscurity. Now, armed with DNA results and legal representation, she declares her rightful place as a Quartermaine heir. The room freezes. Tracy narrows her eyes, Brooke Lynn gasps, and Ned's business instincts immediately kick in. But it's Michael who feels the floor shift beneath him. He has just learned that the inheritance he's been counting on may not belong to him at all. For years, Michael has straddled two worlds: the mob empire of Sonny Corinthus, Maurice Bernard, and the corporate empire of the Quartermaines. His loyalty has often been tested, but ELQ provided him with a foundation of legitimacy, respect, and power outside Sonny's shadow. But Eleanor's arrival threatens to dismantle everything. If she is truly Monica's sister, then she legally holds a claim to the Quartermaine estate, including the mansion, the ELQ shares, and the trust funds. With Monica weakened and Tracy distracted by her own battles, Eleanor seizes the opportunity to assert herself as the rightful matriarch in waiting. Michael, furious, tries to dismiss her claims. But the DNA test results show a 99.9% sibling match. Monica, shaken, privately admits that she once suspected her mother had an affair but never believed it had produced a child. The Quartermaine mansion, long a fortress of family dysfunction, becomes the stage for a war that pits Michael against a woman determined to erase his influence. While the inheritance fight rattles Michael, Eleanor's arrival also has ripple effects on his custody battle with Willow, Caitlin McMullen. Michael believed that his Quartermaine power would secure his position as a stable, dominant parent in any legal proceeding. But Eleanor, with her sharp tongue and hunger for vengeance, exposes cracks in his carefully constructed image. In court, Eleanor testifies about Michael's divided loyalties, his ties to Sonny's mob world, his manipulative tactics at ELQ, and his history of pushing aside family members to secure control. Willow's lawyer seizes on this, painting Michael as a man unfit to put his children's best interests first. The judge, once swayed by Michael's wealth and influence, now looks skeptical. Without the solid backing of ELQ and the Quartermaine estate, Michael's credibility falters. The possibility of losing custody of Wiley, and even little Amelia, suddenly becomes terrifyingly real. While Eleanor presents herself as a wronged woman demanding justice, whispers begin to spread that her motives may not be so noble. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, grows suspicious of Eleanor's perfectly timed arrival. A background investigation reveals that she has connections to Valentin Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart. Could Eleanor be a pawn in another Cassadine scheme to weaken the Quartermaines and regain ELQ control? Tracy confronts Eleanor directly, accusing her of being a fraud and a manipulator. But Eleanor, unshaken, reminds Tracy that Monica herself cannot deny the DNA test. Worse yet, Monica, guilt-ridden and weary, feels obligated to welcome her estranged sister. Eleanor's charm and calculated vulnerability win Monica's sympathy, creating tension between Monica and Michael. For the first time, Monica sides against Michael, telling him to back down and respect Eleanor's rightful place in the family. Michael feels betrayed, and his desperation grows. As Eleanor consolidates her influence, Michael lashes out. He tries to buy her silence, but she refuses. He then schemes to discredit her publicly, but his plan backfires when leaked documents make him appear ruthless and unethical. Brooklyn, once Michael's ally, turns on him after Eleanor promises her protection at ELQ. Ned, torn between family loyalty and business pragmatism, warns Michael that his reckless behavior is only strengthening Eleanor's case. Even Sonny notices Michael's unraveling. Their already strained relationship worsens when Sonny accuses Michael of acting like a spoiled child who can't handle losing control. Carly, Laura Wright, attempts to intervene, but Michael snaps, telling her that she always chooses Sonny over him. Alone and cornered, Michael begins to realize that he may lose not only his inheritance and custody but also the very identity he has built for himself. As Michael grows more aggressive, Willow reaches her breaking point. She sees how his obsession with control and legacy is damaging their marriage and their children. In a gut-wrenching scene, Willow confronts Michael. She accuses him of valuing power more than family. She questions whether Wiley and Amelia are safe in an environment where Michael constantly wages war. And finally, she admits that she is considering filing for full custody to protect the children from Michael's downward spiral. This revelation devastates Michael. He never expected Willow, the woman he fought so hard to save, to become his greatest adversary. The climax of this storyline arrives at an explosive Quartermain shareholders meeting. Eleanor, backed by Valentin and with Monica's reluctant blessing, presents herself as the new power player. She delivers a fiery speech about reclaiming her birthright, exposing the greed and hypocrisy of the family that shunned her existence. Michael storms into the meeting, determined to stop her. But one by one, the family members withdraw their support from him. Ned abstains, unwilling to sink the company into chaos. Brooklyn votes with Eleanor. Even Monica casts her vote in Eleanor's favor, declaring that it's time to make amends for the sins of the past. Michael, stunned and humiliated, watches as Eleanor secures control of ELQ and the Quartermain estate. His world collapses. In the aftermath, Michael sits alone in the Quartermain garden, grappling with everything he's lost. He is no longer the golden heir, no longer the powerful CEO, and no longer confident in his role as a father. Sonny visits him, offering unexpected words of wisdom. Despite their fractured bond, Sonny reminds Michael that power is meaningless without love and family. Carly also arrives, pleading with her son to find humility before he loses Willow and the children forever. But Michael's pride is wounded. He vows to fight back, not just against Eleanor, but against anyone who dares to strip him of what he believes is his. This vow sets the stage for a darker, more dangerous Michael, one who may finally embrace the ruthless side of his Corinthos bloodline. This storyline doesn't just affect Michael, it ripples across Port Charles. Monica faces the guilt of past secrets and the struggle of reconciling her sister's presence with the damage it has caused her family. Eleanor establishes herself as a new power player, aligning with Valentin and destabilizing both ELQ and the Quartermains. Willow contemplates breaking free from Michael, setting up an emotional custody war. Tracy is forced to decide whether to ally with Eleanor or destroy her, a choice that could reignite old rivalries. Sonny and Carly must navigate their fractured relationship with Michael while protecting their grandchildren from the fallout. A legacy shattered is more than a storyline, it's a reckoning. For years, the Quartermains have manipulated, schemed, and fought over wealth and power. But Eleanor's arrival exposes just how fragile their dynasty truly is. For Michael, this may be the most defining chapter of his life. Stripped of inheritance, facing the collapse of his custody case, and betrayed by those he trusted, he must choose whether to rebuild himself with humility or destroy everything in his path to reclaim what he believes is his. And for viewers, this storyline promises classic General Hospital drama. Family secrets, courtroom showdowns, boardroom betrayals, and emotional heartbreak. The Quartermain name has never been safe, but now, it may be permanently shattered.